Arsenal have released their new home kit, people. That will distract us from the bad results. I'm not sure it will, but who cares? Listen, new one every year, and we know that they tend to use the last home game of the season. That is Newcastle this weekend to advertise the new kit. I thought, you know what? We don't always have enough fun. It's like there's always news and it's always serious and needs analyzing. There's always results, and we're either elated or deflated or whatever it is. We're kind of always talking about Arsenal in terms of the stuff that matters. Now, the kits matter, but I thought it'd be fun to do a tier list. We'll talk about the kit first, the home kit that's been released, the 25-26 home kit. And then we'll read what it's all about. And we'll do a tier list of all the Arsenal kits since Adidas came back in 2019. I know that they've done some historic kits for us, some iconic kits for us, but I wanted to stick to this modern range because I'm only here for half an hour, but also because they're the ones I remember. They're the ones I've seen, I've watched on TV. They're the ones I've bought and I remember. And I think it'd be a bit disingenuous of me to kind of talk about my feelings about, I don't know, the 80s or 90s or whenever it was we had Adidas the first time. I probably should know that, but there we go. So yeah, we're going to talk about the modern kits and do a bit of a tier list, be a bit of fun. You all can help me. You can all help me position it. You can all let me know what kits are iconic, which aren't great, all that. We'll have a bit of fun with it. But let's talk first and foremost about the home kit that's been released. And in fact, actually, let's talk first and foremost about, yeah, here we go. These are pictures. See the AFTV official account. There we go. There's Bukayo Saka in it. So hard to tell, probably. You'll all have seen the images online. There's obviously the A that's kind of written into the kit, into the red, the slightly darker red. I really like it. I love the big collar. I think that's really, really nice. And round collar. It's just a very classy football kit. Let me say, because I'm not going to be sort of like super praising of everything on this stream, and you'll know what I mean by that in a second. But it's a great kit. I think it's so much better than last season's. There was too much blue on last season's. I felt they tried to do a little bit too much Adidas, and also it was that kind of slapped on template with the kind of, let me see if you can see what, right. That, they had the blue going down here, but then it kind of went onto the shorts, and you saw loads of kits kind of adopting a version of that. And actually, some of my favorite Adidas designs from last season were when, or this season we're currently in, I keep forgetting we're in the middle of the season, was, for example, Real Madrid, when, they just had the white kit with black stripes. And it was just really classy and simple. I always prefer those kind of designs. Obviously, you got the kind of red trim there. It's nice. It's a really nice kit. I do think it's been a little while. I might be wrong, but it's been a little while since we've had the sleeve end here. Do you know what I mean? But we've had for a little while now, and we'll see as we do the tier list, we've had the kind of the white sleeve going all the way across the shoulder and up to the neck. But it's a nice shirt. There's Calafiore in it. And I think these pictures will confirm that they're in red socks. Yep. So, guys, it's a really nice kit. I've got to be honest, they've done a really good job with it. No complaints from me. I haven't loved everything that Adidas have put out. Far from it. They've done some great stuff. They've done some, not so great stuff. But I just think this is nice. Yeah, I like the red socks. And I was with Turkish in the Armory buying it, and there is slightly kind of, there's more fitted ones, there's baggier fits, I suppose. Listen, I don't know, I'm no expert on all that, but I do know it's a really nice shirt. Big, big, big fan. And the other thing to tell you about it very quickly is this load of nonsense, which we're going to read anyway. And this is the bit I said I was going to be a bit more critical about. Comes from the Arsenal media. The details behind our 25-26 Adidas home kit. Adidas and Arsenal have unveiled, interestingly, spell it with a lower A. Anyway, lowercase a. Arsenal and Adidas have unveiled the 25-26 home shirt using the human heart as a creative device to take supporters on a journey to the source of life behind the badge. I mean, what are they talking about? Sorry. Guys, it's a great kit. It's a great kit. I really like it. Well done. And I think we're going to have 3 great kits this year. I think Adidas will deliver like they did in the earlier days, 2019, 2020 and all that. Well done on the shirt. I love it. Lovely red, lovely collar, quite simple, not too much of other colors. Brilliant. But I mean, using the human heart as a creative device to take supporters on a journey to the source of life behind that. Like, to be fair, maybe I'm being insensitive. I haven't actually read this. I'm reading this live for the first time. Maybe I'm being insensitive and there's something that I'm missing. If there is, I apologize profusely. So let's read on. Starring host of the launch reveals the players' internal monologues and is set to the sound of their heartbeats with a special musical composition. As the club celebrates Arsenal in the community's 40th anniversary this year, the film also features young participants from a number of our local community programs, including Premier League Kicks, Primary Stars, and Football Plus, all of which use the power of football to develop and educate children and young people. I mean, that's all amazing stuff. Don't get me wrong. That's all brilliant. We got thoughts from Lewis Skelly, Kim Little, okay, and then stuff about the technology on it. Taken from the Victoria Concordia crest, firstly on matchday programs, the A of the Arsenal is rendered in a Gothic font and featured. Yeah, okay, fine. Look, the whole heart thing and all that, I don't really get it. But whatever. Yeah, fine. Good to know. I mean, I don't care. They're always going to try and sell the story. I totally appreciate that. But I'm just not really sold on it. So yeah, I think we can just worry about the tier list stuff and the fact that it's a good kit. Yes, I agree. A lot of nonsense. Yes, I agree. Rating, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I don't know if it's an amazing kit, but I really, really like it. I always like the simpler ones. Yeah, really, really good. Okay, well, we're going to go into the tier list now, people, for the next 23, 24 minutes or so. May as well not waste any more time. And let's get it in front of you now. Here it is. Put me in the corner there. Here we go. So what I've done, I've gone iconic, great, good, meh, and nope. I don't want to be too harsh. I don't want to say any of them were horrible. I don't think they are horrible. I don't think there's any I hate. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on a lot of these. In fact, what I'm going to do, apology, I'm going to put myself there so that I can just pull up your comments if needed. And we start over here with, can you see that on screen? Let me just make everything a little bit smaller so I can see both. Yeah, I think you guys can see everything now. Cool. Man, I'm really struggling to. Okay, we're good. So the first 2019-20, the return of Adidas, red and white. They kept it simple. They went with sort of like a checkered. No, not checkered. It was like a stripy V-neck. It was nice. I really liked it. Give me your thoughts, people. Give me your thoughts. Someone asking where's the burgundy? Guys, we're going only for the Adidas kits at the moment. Because obviously that's what's happened. What are you thinking? Good, iconic. Carl says iconic. Someone said great. Sarah says good. I'll tell you what. I don't think it's iconic. I don't. I know the return of Adidas and all that. We were all really excited about it. Everyone was buying it. I lean towards great because, oh, sorry, you'll ask me to zoom in. I mean, you're just going to have to remember, guys. I'm hoping that's enough of a reminder. Just the image there. Have a little look if you need. I know it's a bit small, guys. I know. I don't really know what I can do about that, but hopefully you remember most of them. My thing with that shirt was, if we'd worn that in the FA Cup final, because that was the kit we had that season, then I would have loved it. But we didn't. We wore this one over here, the darker one with the kind of it kind of had the bruised banana theme a little bit, didn't it? It kind of had it didn't. It had the V coming across. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say this was a good kit. I'm gonna say it was a good kit. I don't think it's a great kit. I think it's a good kit. I like it a lot though. And I think when I look at others, there are others that will slot into great. And yeah, and that will hopefully, in my opinion, it's great, says Joe. It is. I mean, it is. I'm toying with great and good. It's not iconic for me. Let's move along. Bruised banana yellow. Now, for me, I'm going to jump immediately in. Sorry, Masak Mer, I can see you. It was the 2019-2020 home kit. So now 2019-2020 away kit, because I'm very aware I could spend ages on each one. So I think we should probably get moving. I'm gonna say this was great. I think this is a great kit. I think everyone kind of remembered the excitement of the bruised banana shirt and it making a return. Did it do justice to the old design? I don't know, but in itself, it was a great design. Simple yellow kit with, the navy blue Adidas stripes, the bruised banana kind of pattern, but in like a modern format. We won some games in the run en route to winning the FA Cup wearing that shirt. And then I always like yellow in a year that we win the FA Cup. It's tied to the whole, the yellow ribbon chant and everything. So it holds a little something. Yeah, I agree with Sarah here. Great because they brought it back. Could have been iconic. I agree. If Arsenal not that bad, I agree. I think the iconic ones you're gonna relate them to. Either they are just unbelievable designs or they are a memorable season for whatever reason. It wasn't a memorable season, but it was a really, really, really nice kit. And I think it's better than that red Arsenal one. And then we go into the navy one of that year. Do you even remember it, people? It was a weird one because we wore it a handful of times. I don't think we wore it that much. And it had black shorts. That was interesting about it. It wasn't an all navy kit because obviously the navy shorts were on the yellow away kit. It had black shorts. Bukayo Saka, I think, doing well in the Europa League in this kit. I remember a little bit. Do you know what? Joe says he liked this one. Carl says no. I agree with Joe, the bro. He says, I can't lie, I like this one, but it's underrated. Someone said it was meh. Where did I see that? Yeah, Teddy Man says meh. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to go meh with this. It's fine. I saw one of my colleagues was wearing it recently. Cody saying sad life for doing this. It's a bit of fun, people. I'm enjoying it. You don't have to tune in. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. Yoop says he doesn't remember it. I agree. Ashish says, yeah, reminds Ashish of Pepe. That was the year that Pepe dribbled past Van Dijk in his sort of second start or whatever, and we thought we had the answer, didn't we? Or maybe it was his debut. I can't remember. It was all right. I saw a colleague wearing it recently. That's what I was saying. I saw a colleague wearing it recently, and I was like, yeah, I forgot we had this kit, and it's all right, but yeah, a bit. I don't know. I think Adidas have done better since. Okay, so this one's interesting. We got the Arsenal. Well, it was a darker red. The stripes went down the side. The Adidas stripes, should I say? Gabriel's first season. But we were terrible that year. The only thing is we wore this shirt, we won the FA Cup. So I've got a version of that shirt that has the always forward with the number 14 on it, which it was great because it was our 14th FA Cup, but then it worked well with Aubameyang, who wore the number 14. But the problem is we had such a bad season in it. So a lot of people, this is it. A lot of good, great, but guys, I gotta be honest. I don't think it's a nice kit. I think it's aged really badly, even though we won it. I'm kind of like, it's like, yeah, Masak Mayor, a lot of people like this kit, but I don't like it. Oh God, I'm really sorry. If you're talking purely for the FA Cup, then you'd say great or iconic. But the reality is, I'm so sorry to do this. I feel bad. Nicky thinks it's a great shirt, and I've just put it in nope. I'm just not convinced. I just don't like it. I don't like the pattern. They made a round neck collar look ugly. I don't like the shoulder kind of went to here. So the back of the shirt shoulder went to here, but the front of the shirt, I'm not making any sense. Let me start again. The white sleeve from behind went across the shoulder, but from the front, it stopped at the shoulder. Anyway, whatever. I'm sorry I didn't like it. I'm sorry to upset everyone. I'm really sorry. We had such a bad year in it. Guys, it's the Willian kit. It's the Willian kit, people. It's a note from me. Okay. Then what Robbie calls the Freddy Krueger shirt. inspired by the marble halls. If this had a nicer collar, I'd feel differently about it. I know. I know. I know I'm hurting people's feelings. I know. I'm sorry. Yes, Nikki, I agree. Exactly this. The white marble shirt is beautiful, but the V-neck sort of brings it down for me. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I think it's meh. And hear me out. I think it's the burgundy shorts that save the kit. As a kit, it's really nice. I remember we're tier listing Adidas kits, and I didn't get the full kit in there. With the whole, I remember seeing the shirt in person and going, "Oh, I'm not sure." And then I saw the shirt when we actually wore it, and I thought, "No, it's nice, like white and burgundy." And I'm glad we're going back to that this year. Yeah, I'm glad a few people agree. Cool. So I put it in meh. Could have been better, but yeah. All right, everyone. Are you ready for maybe my most controversial take? See this navy blue with the kind of pink accents. We had the pink stripes down the side. That's it. I did it. I think it's a great shirt. It's one of my favorite. So it's such a shame we were so shit in it, but it was such a nice shirt, such a nice kit with the navy blue, with the navy shorts, and it had this kind of like cloudy design. I'm such a big fan, and the pink looked really good on it. Yeah, I really liked it. I really liked it. But we just ruined it because of what a bad season we had. Saw something in my room was about to fall, but we're all good. I think it's a great shirt. Oh, great! Now, do you know what? Now, see, I'm glad some people navy. Yeah, the navy and pink slaps. I agree. I'm going with it. I'm saying it's great. It's not my favorite. I'm going with it. Okay. Then the home kit, where it was the first time Adidas brought blue onto the home kit, and they added it on the stripes here. But then we had a lot of white from the sleeve all the way down to like proper white panels. Do you know what, guys? I think it's a good kit. I think they did a good job with it. I liked it. I like the sort of the thick red on the end of the sleeves. I thought the collar was inventive. I liked it. It was a good kit. We actually started to be half good at the time, Champions League football. And look, a lot of these kits are going to be kind of marred by the fact we didn't achieve what we wanted to in them, except for one. And even that was a poor season. But I liked it. I thought it was a good kit. Yeah, I thought it was a good kit. Yeah, Smith Rowe kit, some are saying. I liked it. Onto the yellow. Now, would you class this one yellow? You know, the away kit from last season. It was more like a what's that fizzy drink? Look, I didn't like it. But anyway, let's not jump ahead. This feels to me like the last time we had a yellow kit. I think if this kit had navy blue shorts, it'd have been great. It was a lighter tone of yellow with the blue and the red sort of trims. I thought it was really, really nice. If it had navy shorts, I'd have thought great kit. But it didn't. It had yellow shorts as well, and I found that quite jarring. So I'll put it in good. I think it's a good kit. I don't think it's a great kit. I think it's better than meh. I prefer it considerably to these two. And it's considerably better than these kits. So I think in good is probably about right for me. Good, like the Passel, says Teddy Man. Yeah, I agree. Few people agree, but others don't. Fair enough. Okay. This third kit. Now, do you know when it came out, this third kit? This was a bruised banana mixed with the navy the previous years. At this point, Adidas were just churning out like navy blue third kits constantly. That was 3 in a row. I thought this kit would age better. The design, the kind of the red Adidas logo on it, I thought it was going to age better. But you know what? I don't like it. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. I thought it was going to be kind of more widely appreciated, that kit. I'm putting it in meh. When it first came out, I went, "Oh, they've nailed it. It's a great shirt. We've got 3 great shirts again." But I didn't feel that way as we kind of watched it. Yeah, people are calling it the Martinelli blue kit. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, if you guys disagree, let me know. Paul saying I've lost the plot. Yeah, I agree. Logical nonsense. We're agreeing a lot. It was a bit overdone with another patterned kit with a very similar triangular kind of shape and design. Navy blue again. Then the red added to it, the contrasting blues. And I know it was inspired by previous kind of navy and lighter blue kits we've had, but yeah, not for me. Yeah, I agree. And I always respect them to try something different, but to a degree, then you actually just got to just give us some nice kits at some point. Right. Now I think we're on to the 3 kits that for me were the best 3 Adidas have ever delivered. This home kit, red, white sleeve, white collar. Mwah! This is a proper kit. I love this kit. And we got good in it. Yeah, we were winning football matches. I enjoy so many the football we played in it. It's not iconic because we didn't win anything. But it's a great kit. I think they did a great job. The Granit Xhaka kit, the Saka kit. I think a lot of people agree it's great. The Xhaka Redemption kit. Yeah, I like that. The collar is class. This is my favorite. I've got to say, they did a great job. And it's so funny how they age these kits because when it first came out, I thought it's all right. But over the years, it's the one I've sort of gone to wear the most when I got to whack on an Arsenal home shirt. I love it. Has to be iconic, pure vibes kit. I agree with Shush. Let me just, it's a good name. I agree. It's like pure vibes and all that, but iconic for me. Actually, we can have this conversation with the next one. I think this shirt's iconic, people. Now, I'm no expert on kits. Turkish is a kit collector. He knows his stuff when it comes to kits. He'd probably argue. I don't know what he'd say about this one in terms of what a kit needs to be iconic. You certainly got Rocky Nico knows his stuff online on X, and obviously he does brilliant stuff when it comes to football shirts and the collection of Arsenal football shirts. But for me, it's iconic to me because I don't think we'll ever forget this kit. The black and grey with the goldy bronze with the cannon. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I'm just looking at all the other kits. So it's the first time they brought the cannon as the crest. It had a lovely pattern, which again, was it formed of like different A kind of patterns as well? And we were balling out in it. We were so good. Like we were just a brilliant side in it. Even going 2-0 up at Anfield, playing in that kit. I know we didn't win the game. We should have won the league, and that kit would have gone down in history. But it's an unreal kit. They did a great job. I'm glad so many of you agree. I think it was a brilliant, brilliant kit. And I'll be honest with you, people. I never got one. I don't know why I never got around to getting one. I hate myself for it. I don't know why. I literally have no idea why I didn't. Maybe because I just spent so much money on kits in the years before, and I was just like, look, let me see. But you know what? I think even when it came out, I like it. I don't know if I love it, but I like it a lot. And then the football we played in it and everything, it's just. And look, I know you want to associate these things with trophies and title wins and all that, and memorable days. I get that, but I think we can all agree it was such a nice kit. It goes down as many people's like favorite Arsenal shirt ever, and that in itself makes it iconic. So yeah, there we go. But like I said, that was a great year for kits. And this one, worn twice against Bournemouth away and Palace away, I think is a great kit. That I did get. I got this pink kit. So I got the home and away, but not the one. Am I okay? Yeah, Jesus was on fire. You're right, Bruno. I've just seen your comment. He was on fire this season and in these kits. Do you know what it was? This for me was really the vibes kit. It was summer, Friday night, beating Palace, playing wonderful football, then going and beat Bournemouth 3-0. Saliba scoring his first goal with his left foot, roof of the net. The football was sensational. It was just great. It was just such a great time. For 2 games, but it was a great time. And I remember that. I remember being on tour in Orlando, having an amazing time on tour with AFTV, thinking, wow, Arsenal look good. Arsenal look really sharp. And then the Emirates Cup win against, who was it? Benfica, Monaco, Sevilla, whoever it was. And then we went and destroyed, basically everyone in our path for the first 5 games. And then that first half of the season was incredible. 1 defeat at Old Trafford. It was just, and also it's the navy. The navy with, you won't be able to see on screen, but it was slightly dead. So it was the pink with the navy shorts, but they had tinges of a lighter blue. Mwah! Chef's kiss. It might be my second. If I'm picking my second favorite kit to the iconic black and gold, it's this one. It's this pink kit. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Now we're into last season's home kit. Now I'm torn with this. When it came round, the black, the red with the gold, and celebrating, of course, the Invincibles. I at first look, I went, great kit. And it had the results, the win, draw, all that. It had that down the side. Obviously we didn't have any else to put on, so that was quite cool. It had our results in order for the Invincibles. My thing with it though is I didn't like the collar. I didn't like the fit. There's just, I don't think it was executed as well as it could have been. The red, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't love the collar. And I think they could have done, they had the cannon and the Adidas in gold, but they had the flying reds in white. Yeah. A lot of people saying meh. Yeah, right? It wasn't just me. The fit was weird. It wasn't just, okay. When I said that, I went, oh, am I looking too much into it? I thought, I agree. Great kit, awful collar. But for that, and the fit being a bit weird, I'm putting it in good. It was good. It wasn't great. And I think it could have been great, which for me makes it that touch more disappointing. Wow, we might run on a little bit here, but there we go. I'm not going to waste time with this one. This was what, the radio waves of Islington or something. Everyone said it'd grow on me. It didn't. It didn't age well. It didn't look good when it came out. It didn't age well. I hate it. I hate it. It was an awful, awful, awful kit. We had some great results in it. We played some great football, but come on, the shirt was horrible. Horrible, 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 horrible. Moving on. Right, this third one. Again, I feel like one that was slightly wasted potential, but is that because we didn't wear it enough? Is that because of the granddad collar they had? It was obviously the button, but it wasn't a proper collar. It was a good kit for me, this one. It was a good kit, the dark green. I liked it. I just think it could belong in our sort of kit range a little bit more. I think every 5 to 10 years we could see more of this kind of green kit. I think it works for Arsenal. Do you know what, Holla? I agree with this massively. Underrated. When I saw it in person, it looked better. That's exactly how I feel about it. When I actually saw people wearing it, I went, yeah, actually, that's a nicer shirt. We didn't wear it enough as a team. Do you know what? We wore it with white socks. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm happy to put it there. It was good. I think these 3 kits are the 3 ugliest we've had as a collection. I think it's been Adidas. That was Adidas's worst year for me. This was Adidas's worst year. We're in the thick of it now. The home, oh gosh, I'm so torn. I don't think any of them are nope. When I look at the 2 that are in there, I think I really don't like those shirts. And I don't think those 2 belong there. Actually, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'll tell you exactly why. I'm going to position them and I'm going to explain them. Nope. I'm really torn. What do you guys think? I'm going good. And I'm going meh. There we go. All right. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you exactly why. So firstly, on the home shirt, this one, the reason I put it down as nope is it had too much white on it for it to be worn in the North London derby. And a lot of people were annoyed at sort of the Premier League for that rule. I disagree. It clearly had too much white on it. Like there was barely any red on the back of the shirt, and that's what you see a lot of when they're playing. I didn't know. It's a note from me. Too much blue going down to the shorts as a shirt on its own. Maybe it's not bad. But I wasn't convinced. Too much blue. We'd only had blue like shoot you fair, it was 3 years earlier we had blue. And I don't like the blue that went down to the shorts too much white. For me, yeah, Zane, this is it. It was just a mistake. You know, they got the design wrong for me. This is a digital footprint, don't you mean? Joel says, this is the most I've disagreed with James related to anything football. Lol. Joel, I'm so glad it's to do with kits because you know what? We can all choose what we buy in the end. On this one, was it Labrum kit? Again, I'm judging it as a kit. And as a kit, I liked it. Whenever we wore that shirt, I really, really liked it. I like that kit. And also, it is propelled by the fact that we went to the Bernabeu and won in it. Like that does add it. That adds to it. That was the kit we wore. We went to Real Madrid wearing all black and went and beat them 2-1 at the Bernabeu. That's gonna, Dan, exactly. That will sort of always be remembered for that. So yeah, I think that's about right. This blue, no. I think the potential was there, but I didn't love it. Sorry, this as well. Yeah, Spurs away, we won again, 3rd win in a row. Back to this. It wasn't terrible. I think a lot of people thought it was terrible. I didn't, but I didn't love it. I didn't like the kind of purpley pattern. And I think they could have done more. I sort of got the idea, but I wasn't keen. All right, everyone, there's your tier list. The only iconic kit for me there is the black and gold. Then the great ones, I think they've given us 4 great kits since then. You can add the 5th as iconic. And then they've done some good shirts. But look, there's only 3 I really have thought, nah, not for me. And then a couple that are just meh. Yeah, I could buy them, I could wear them, but I'm not rushing to. Guys, we're going to end it there. I wish I had more time. I've enjoyed that. Something different. I hope you have. That was the tier list. The point is, Arsenal have released their new kit. Where? Let's ask you this. Go on. Let's do this. Where will... Bear with me 1 sec. Actually, bear with me 2 seconds. Okay. This kit. Where will this kit be? In that tier list I had. If you win something in it, it's iconic. In terms of a pure design, I think it's a great design. But let's see. I like the red socks as well. Let's see. We'll see how it ages over time. Big thanks for joining us, people. Hope you've enjoyed the live stream. Something different. And tomorrow, if all goes to plan, there'll be a Nico Williams versus Rodrigo numbers analysis kind of video coming out. And then obviously I'll keep you up to date with news on the Goonerverse too. All right, everyone. That's that. Catch you in a bit.